People seem to live in a bubble that surrounds them completely, with partial or complete ignorance of other people and their culture. Hi cousins, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Shelly Fullerton and I'm a lifestyle vlogger. And if you haven't subscribed as yet, I invite you to subscribe, hit that post notification bell so you wouldn't miss another upload. And welcome to the family. And if you're returning, thank you so much for rocking with me. I know you all have been waiting for me to drop this video, but life has been happening. I couldn't help it. But you know what? I said, look, I have some time now. Let me get down to this video because I know you all have been waiting. And even though I said this is a three-part video, a three-part series, I'm not going to say that this is the last of it. Whatever I'm to experience or I'm yet to experience, and I find that it is enough to post, I will post another video in this series. But as of now, let's consider this the final video. Today I'm going to talk about the pros and cons of being an immigrant, and maybe a little chit chat later on in the video, but for now I just want to focus on the pros and cons of being an immigrant, especially in the Caribbean. You just heard me mention about this is the third video. That means there are two videos. So if you haven't looked at those two videos as yet, I encourage you to go start from the first video, then the second video, so you'll be able to understand where we are. Hold on. Migration has been one of the most significant issues in present times. With globalization and the ease of movement, immigrants has been on the rise in various countries. Both regionally and internationally, migration has been very prevalent because of multiple factors like job opportunities, family, better life, culture, and others. Migration entails benefits for both the people that go and the country that receives. However, the process of immigration and assimilation can be very stressful sometimes. Not even sometimes, but most of the times. And for those of you who are going through the process, you'll understand what I'm talking about. Very tedious, every 3 months. You get what I'm saying? But nevertheless, let's start with some of the pros. The pursuit of a better job is one of the reasons why people migrate overseas. Everybody needs money to survive in this modern world, especially when your country cannot provide the job opportunities paying enough to help sustain your lifestyle. So the only option that left is to migrate. Apart from regionally like Trinidad and other islands, countries like the USA, Canada, UK are the preferred countries since they're more accepting of immigrants, they're more looking for skilled workers, and they pay well, so a lot of people tend to migrate to these countries. All these countries are highly developed democracies with high standard of living, and the USA and Canada are more open to skilled workers. So if you are someone with a great deal of skill in particular, then migrating to one of these countries can be an option. Not all countries provide a similar lifestyle. Sometimes even the richest of a particular country cannot afford the basic amenities readily available to the poor of another country. For example, I may have been the richest person in Guyana, but then when I migrate to Trinidad, I'm just using this as an example, the basic amenities readily available for the poor in that country, I'm not even able to afford. So you get the gist of what I'm saying. The world is as close together as it has ever been, yet they're still so diverse. People seem to live in a bubble that surrounds them completely, with partial or complete ignorance of other people and their culture. Even though the people around the world seem to be connected more than ever, the divide only seems to be more extensive. Going to different countries and places to experience things firsthand seem to be the only way to get out of this bubble. The amalgamation of two cultures is always beautiful, and by immigrating you get to experience this fantastic feeling. Apart from the economic aspects, another primary reason for immigrating is safety and security. This modern world is not devoid of conflicts. Look at what is happening around the world. Russia, Venezuela. So most of the times people flee these countries just for their lives. Having to run from your motherland is a terrible ordeal, but to be safe and alive matters more than the feelings of nationalism and patriotism. Immigration is the best option to take if you're someone experiencing this crisis. Overpopulation is a hindrance faced by many countries across the world. For example, India is a country filled with a lot of skilled workers, but also it is a country faced with high unemployment. Whichever country you are from, when you leave that country, especially your employment, you leave that space for someone who is unemployed to take up that opportunity. If you're someone immigrating from a country with high unemployment or underemployment rate, you will not only be improving the lifestyle of yours, but you will be contributing to the improvement of lifestyle to your country indirectly. Now we've done with all the fun stuff, let's get on to the cons of being an immigrant. Not many people can move from the comfort of their home to another place where the culture and the food is entirely different and not have a problem with it. Tell me you're not having a problem with it if you are an immigrant. The people, the customs, or something as simple as the traffic rules might turn out to be different from that of your home country. And all of this takes a lot of adjusting to do. If you're not up to it, then immigration to a new country would not be the option for you. While racism is not as prevalent as it used to, it is undeniable that races do exist. Where I'm from, racism is most of the time very blatant and very prevalent. It could be because of your skin tone or your hair texture, you will not get a job. But now where I'm residing, I find that I do not experience this a lot, or even at all, or even if I do, it's on the down low. Some people, some nationals of the country do tell me that racism is prevalent, they do experience it, but for me, coming from a country where racism is highly prevalent, I do not notice this at all in the country where I am residing. But do you know when you see racism comes alive? At election time, you will see people come out and they're supporting parties based on ethnicity. Why I refer to this situation is because then is when you will see racism in its full effect. A person with a working visa or a work permit or the CSME certificate does not enjoy the benefits that a citizen of that country does. While you may end up paying the same amount of taxes as a citizen, you may not be getting the same benefits. It is necessary to try and get the citizenship or the residency of the country that you immigrate to as soon as possible. Problem is, it is not easy to do so. Obtaining citizenship or residency can be a very long, tedious and drawn-out process that can cause a lot of trouble. And if you are in the process of doing so, you would understand. And unfortunately, there is no way to get around it. Okay, another thought just came to me. So while I am at this, I want to throw in an experience here. If you're a sports fan like I am, especially cricket, you know there are two major teams, the Amazon Warriors, Guyana Amazon Warriors, and the TKR, Trinbago Knight Riders. So most of the times when you're in a country, you tend to want to support the team from the country you're from. And me being the patriotic person that I am, openly support my team, or nationals of the country feel like, hey, you're a part of us now, you are to be supporting our team. And now I have two jerseys. Well, I only have one now because it's the one for the Amazon Warriors. I constantly wear that, but you see, for this cricket coming up in September, the T20 God Spare Life, I am going to the finals. and I'm making sure to have 2 jerseys this time, one for the Trinbago Knight Riders and one for the Amazon Warriors. I'm making sure and get 2. So do not be afraid of the team you want to support, but then I want to advise you in this though, do not go to another country and criticize things about the country, about, oh, this is not good, we don't do this. So listen, you're in Rome, do like the Romans. I'm not saying to do everything that the Romans do, but at least try to adapt and adopt and embrace the cultures. It is obvious that there are a lot of pros and cons associated with the immigration process, but constant effort from both the immigrant and the receiving country can lead to quick assimilation. The quick assimilation can be beneficial and can help in the fruitful life in a peaceful environment. And with that being said, we've come to the end of today's video. We've come to the end of Being an Immigrant series. If you've enjoyed this video and this series, give this video a thumbs up. Make sure to share. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe and turn that post notification bell on all. If you've made it this far, you are a real MVP. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to check out the other content on my channel. Until then, guys, stay safe. Bye.
Oh yeah, I gotta tell you for sure. I got everything I want, but yeah.